What's up, everybody? Welcome back to OnlyFarts. Thank you. Good to be here. Before I bring my guest in, let's do a couple plugs up top. If you like me, which I know you do, follow me at DamnItBrad, at Chef Asshole on Instagram. If you're one of the kids, which you probably are, join the TikTok army at Dammit_Brad. And if you got some money, throw it my way. I'm a charity basket. Patreon.com/OnlyFarts. My first guest. Sorry, I said it again. Fuck, we re-recorded this and I still said first guest. My second guest on the pod. I'm so used to being by myself, and I'm like, people, fuck them.
Right.
No, very hilarious comedian, a dear friend, family friend / cousin, as we say, Tori Piskin. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you. Yes, we did about 4 minutes, and then I realized we weren't recording.
2. No, we got only a 2. So
okay, well, I'm Jewish. I can't help but up the numbers.
You always got to up it up because you're prone to tell someone to make them feel worse. To be like, oh yeah, well I did something 5 minutes longer than what you just said.
I can't help it. It's in our DNA to feel tired and just like up every number.
But you know what's funny? I feel like Jews are the only people that like to ante up on making situations worse. Like if someone's like, ugh, my mother just got cancer, be like, well, you're never gonna believe this. My father got cancer of the lungs and the asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, can we not make this a competition about sadness?
Exactly. And he's already in hospice.
He's
so
in hospice.
How do you think that makes us feel, huh?
And then she goes, oh yeah, well we already said goodbye. How about that?
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, well he grabbed my hand tight, looked me on, and says, you were my favorite, and then he died right there on the bed.
Right. So we were just talking about how every 3 years
it's an anniversary of
me texting you asking about a comic that has yet to ask me out, but yet I still seem to come back.
And you think there's a world at some point where you guys will be together. I genuinely think, Tori, that this guy, CC as we're calling him because we're not giving him a full name, he'll never watch this, but if he does, miss you, buddy. I think that in your mind, you're like, when I turned 40, me and him were going to get married or at least start dating and give it finally a shot.
I think it's funny because when I first started comedy, I had this boyfriend who like hated me doing stand-up. And then when we broke up, I remember, didn't I text?
The first thing you text me, you were like, what is he up to?
Yeah, I was like, what is he? Because we always were like flirting.
Have you spoken to him?
We were always
He's
flirting.
also like one of the funniest people I knew in comedy.
Yeah,
like,
he was very dark,
genuinely.
but he had a really cute face. So it was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it all together.
I would say it was the Jesselnick factor. It's a good-looking guy telling really, really fucked up jokes.
Yeah, and then I remember I sent some like wait, should I read the text? I might still have it.
Why not? Let's get crazy. This has no. There's nowhere we can go. We can dive into how we know each other if you're really curious about that. But
we can do that.
This is good.
Hold
shit.
on, I might not still have it, but it's pretty sad. Oh, that's a different one.
Oh.
Wait, I think I spelled.
No, it's with one L.
Oh, I have it. Okay.
Oh my God. Stop.
Oh,
wait,
no.
Wait,
no.
Wait, can I read it?
Okay, but don't say the name.
Can we? No, I won't. Can we dramatically read it?
Sure. I just want to let everyone to know, right before I sent the desperate text, I texted you and I said, have you heard from him? And you said no. What year was that?
So this is your 2018.
Okay, I haven't reached out since.
This will be 3 years to the date in September.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, this is the best day. It's on September 12th. It's the day after 9/11.
I think I just broke up with the boyfriend or something.
So I'm gonna be you.
Okay, and I'll be him.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, CC, long time no speak. Are you still working for that wrestling company? My cousin is obsessed with it. Do you know of any internships? He's a senior at NYU Film School. Also, if you're ever in the city, we should grab a drink. Period.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed with myself. Okay. Wait,
you gotta throw a little bit.
How many? What?
Throw on a little bravado, little masculine tone in it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. So I texted him. So he didn't text me back.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The timeline.
So that was at 7 a.m, and he responded back within 12 minutes.
Okay. Hey Tori, yes, still working there. We definitely have internships, but not really sure when they start. I can try to find out and get back to you. Then like a big space. How has comedy been going?
Why are you speaking?
Because that's kind of how he spoke. He was very like.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to this person like 6 years.
Maybe you made him nervous. Maybe he would speak like
really fast like this.
First of all, he talked exactly how he did on stage. He took his sweet ass time, and whenever he would sneak something in like fucked up in your ear, Like whenever we'd walk around, he'd say something like fucked up about someone we see, and it'd make me laugh. He would do it quickly so he can just get it out. That's how fast. But you're just nervous to bring this up.
Okay.
So here comes a hot double text from Tori. Tori goes, she doesn't. First of all, you didn't give enough time. You were pretty quick. So he texts that back within 12-minute window. You respond back in. Oh God, this is like. It's less than 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's pretty fast. Yes, would you? He's obsessed with it. He's going to some like training school in Long Island. I don't know if he wants to be a wrestler or work in wrestler. That didn't make any sense.
Very dyslexic.
Dyslexic. Here
I was so horny. The dyslexia came out even worse.
We should also mention Tori is dyslexic. That is a real thing. Comedy going well. I just love how it's just broken English. Got a commercial agent and having some comedy agents come see me do some characters. Way to flex way too hard.
Wow. I hadn't even moved to LA at that point.
Yeah, right? You're so LA in this. Been doing a little more of that. So I guess it's moving. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Can't read your fucking typing. Slow process, period. How is wrestling? Question mark. And then, as you would guess, to the drunk slur at 7 a.m., Cece never responded.
He never responded.
Never responded. Maybe we should wait again till September 12th again and hit him up.
Wait, that could be really funny. I think we should do that.
Every September 12th, you send Cece a text to check in and be like, hey, you still mourning 9/11?
Yeah.
How's wrestling? You still doing it? He is. I'm pretty sure he's still there, though.
Got it.
If you're curious of where he still works.
Okay. I feel like
we haven't spoken like in years, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about him. He just always was someone that came back around in my mind when I ended things with someone.
He was the goyim that you craved.
Was he Jewish?
No, he's Boston Irish kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never go for Jews.
I just love how we're talking about someone that like it's just completely never gonna get found. No one. This is a lost soul. Good looking dude though. So good taste. Good taste.
Yeah, he was cute. He was cute.
That's so funny.
That's how he.
The dyslexia hitting at the worst possible time. First of all,
I do comedy. I do funny. Yes, I do want to have sex with you. Do. Where you want meat?
Your cave woman talk to him. Comedy, good.
Yeah, that's what I sound like.
Agents, great. Moving. And then she's just smearing shit on the wall, spelling out the story in pictures.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whatever happened. Didn't you say he thought I was cute? Or am I imagining that?
I want to say you're imagining it, judging based off the double text and him not answering you ever.
But no, he was definitely flirting with me at the Grizzly Pear.
I'm sure he was. He was probably sloshed.
If you guys don't know the Grizzly Pear, it's this place.
It's a cesspool.
It's a bar that used to run a comedy show, or they still do.
No, they still do.
But
before that place didn't burn down during the pandemic.
Before they made it nice, it was just like the place you would go and you'd be like run a show, and there were people having affairs there. It was a place you would literally go to have like an affair.
You would see some dude from Wall Street definitely cheating on his wife in the front row, and they'd be the only two people being like, "So how long have you been dating?" And they would just go.
Yeah, they'd be
and we're like, "Oh, okay, so we're your scapegoat. You thought you were gonna get away in a corner and make out and finger each other under the table. Turns out we're the comedy show that you're accommodating your affair." So no one's ever gonna know about this unless they don't know that we recorded it, because everybody records their set at the Grizzly Pear, because something's bound to go wrong.
Yes. We should make a TikTok about the Grizzly Pear. Just clips of Grizzly Pear.
You act like there's not already a Grizzly Pear TikTok.
There's not?
I'm sure there is.
Oh.
Is it popular? No. Because it's probably a bunch of like open mic comedians posting their sets, being like.
But they should just post the audience members.
Oh, I think
that would go viral.
First of all, if there was just a plethora of like how many times we've nearly gotten into fights just doing our act for people who never wanted it, oh my God, that place would that account would blow up. I had a woman once came up to me hosting, and she said I'd be really good in jail. Like literally came to the stage and was like, "You'd be good in jail." And I was like, and like no one was around. It was like two people in the audience, and they're like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's a talent show." And it also doesn't help that Tori looks 15 when she said that to her. So yeah. I want to also point out that I look like Daddy Warbucks if he never had money. Mm-hmm. And you look like Annie if she ran away. So I look like if Annie ran away and found like shelter in Bushwick under like a DJ's like bed frame. She's like, yeah, Annie's selling organic quilts at this farmer's market. Wait, we're kind of matching too. Are we really? Well, it's like red and white. I mean, Oh, because I'm white?
No, because you're, or like, I don't know, beige. I'm wearing red shorts.
Sorry, not at all we are matching.
Kind
Are
of.
you sure you're not blind too?
I think the CC text made me like really sad. And that's like the most desperate I've ever been. Usually I get a text back. Sad.
I feel like your moment of like, it's, what was it? What's in Mean Girls? It's November 4th or whatever?
Yeah.
That's yours. It was September 12th.
Yeah, that
you said
was.
It was September 12th. And that is... Wait, so let's move on from that.
Yeah,
let's
move on.
I feel like, are you like you look like you're in a bad place now?
No, I'm not. I'm just like laughing. I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Because there was actually text before that, but I must have deleted it.
Sure. Let's go with that story.
I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know where it is? With the responses he didn't get back.
Right. He wasn't a good texter. Also, way to like whore my cousin out for me to get laid. I was like, my cousin's into wrestling?
Yeah, well, honestly, that wasn't the most inappropriate thing about the text. It was you name dropping how agents are running at your fucking feet.
He asked me how
That was
comedy
gross.
was going. I was trying to make myself sound really good.
Be humble. Like, fake it a little bit. He knows you don't have a zillion agents coming to see you.
Well, what was I supposed to say?
Like he might have been out of comedy for maybe like a year or two at that point.
No, like a few years.
Oh, yeah, actually
3.
3 years. No, because he was, it was probably about like 3.
Yeah.
But like still.
Actually, someone in this building is a writer for WWE.
Shut the fuck up.
Should I ask if he knows CC?
He probably does. He's been with the company for a while.
Oh my God. I can't. Okay.
This episode has been devoted to the...
We need to move
First of
on.
all, I didn't say WWE. I was saying wrestling to avoid people.
Who said WWE?
You just did.
Well, I get confused. I'm dyslexic. It's part of the same thing.
No, that's why I kept saying wrestling instead of
I don't
the
care
company.
if he hears.
Okay.
He knows the text at this point.
I feel like we should just title this episode Tori Piskin, WWE Superstar.
Exactly.
I could believe it. So you're dyslexic.
Yes.
That was a great transition.
It's fine.
Can you like tell me and the viewers like some of your most like, I don't know, like insane like dyslexic things, like things that have gotten you in situations because of your dyslexia?
Okay, there's a lot. I remember being in college and in a screenwriting class, and you had to read out loud.
Oh God.
And it was like, oh fuck, I can't remember. The line was like, I thought it said Satan, but the line read Santa. And that was just really embarrassing.
That's so funny.
It was just, I was like.
So how did you read it?
Wait.
So it was going to be a Christmas movie scene.
I think so, yeah. And I was like, and Satan said, and I put on like a character. I was like, and Satan was like, give me all the, like, your toys are under the, and then someone was like, it's Santa. And I was like, oh. Like, you ever like, you know, in an audition when you like go, like, you're like all in it.
You're so overconfident with whatever.
I was so overconfident. I said the wrong name. So that was, I mean, I've had so many. I had another girl in college who told me it was some like lit class. I don't even know why I was taking that. She told me, I guess I had to for gen eds. And she said, someone had to write on your paper from the class, like critique your work. And this girl wrote, your paper reads of an 8th grader. And I'm like, I guess junior year of college.
I wanted it to be like, did you write this entire script in the voice of Yoda? Because everything is backwards.
No, this was a different class. This was not screenwriting. It was more just like essay writing, which I'm like off. Like dyslexic writing is not good at that.
Do you have that on your IEP form? By the way, I know what that is.
What's IEP?
It's like your form where it like basically lists all of like your disabilities. My mom was a teacher, so I know of all these cool little folders and facts. Because I mean, like you have dyslexia. That is a disability.
Right. I had it. Yeah, I did have like special timing, but so she wrote that, and I was so upset. I called my mom, and my mom was like, "How dare her!" And then, of course, the first thing my mom says, Jewish.
I'm calling the university.
I'm calling Emerson College, and then my mom goes, "This to diss the girl." Well, was she fat? Like, what does that have to do with anything about my reading level? That is the way my mom disses.
You know, that is the most Jewish insult that mothers go with. Like, they go right for weight. They don't go for personality.
No.
Because that doesn't matter in the Jewish faith. People look right above that one.
No.
It's more of like, well, was her belt tight? When she critiqued you, did it look like her shirt didn't fit? And it's like the most insanely
My mom's like, what was she wearing? I was like, she was wearing a sweatshirt. Oh, a sweatshirt. So she's poor and fat?
Is she wearing a sweater to cover all of her flaps?
Yeah.
Is that why?
She's
and it's
so crazy.
It's so fucking mean. I will say this. Jews know how to bully people. That's why, like, we're comics. Because we literally know the most mean things we could possibly say to people.
Yeah, like the guy I'm kind of dating right now says I'm a little mean.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
the
think
you know what's funny though? My girlfriend's meaner than me, so
Really?
I don't get that a lot. I'm the bitch right now.
Huh.
I don't get mean, but I have had moments where she's like, "That was mean," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I went too far." But like more than most times, she's meaner than me.
Wait, so
I love her, and I actually love that about her, that she can be
Right.
mean to me, because I like a little bit of negging. That's just kind of like how I am.
yeah, I wonder if that's a Jewish thing that we liked being like. I like when guys make fun of me.
Oh, when girls make fun of me, oh, it's hilarious.
Right.
So I have trauma where it's like I had a girl growing up make up a person
Okay.
because she didn't want to go out with me, so
Okay.
she
So
made up a girl.
That's mean though.
Yeah, no, that's mean. That's the mean where I'm like, fuck that. But when a girl like roasts me, oh, I love
Yeah,
that
roasting.
shit.
I'm saying
Yeah,
I
like
like
a girl
when guys
makes
roast
fun
me.
of me. She's just
That's like my form of love. Because
Absolutely.
also that's what I saw my mom and my dad do to each other. And I think that's a Jewish trait and also a comic trait.
Absolutely.
So I just am looking to date a roast master.
My mom's she teaches ESE like English language arts. So like these kids like try to come at her because they're all like like toughed up kids who are
Right.
trying to like act. And my mom's from Queens, so you try to dish something out, she'll just like put you in your place.
Right.
That was what I looked forward to as a kid. Like when my mom would come home and just like tell stories about how kids were all like trying to come at her, and then she's like,
Right.
"Well, then I said this,
Right.
and then they didn't say anything else." And now as my mom has gotten older, I've gotten concerned because her filter is now disappearing.
Shit.
Yeah, there was like one time she called, I think she called a kid an asshole
Oh my
or
God.
something like that, and we're like, "Mom, you can't fucking do
Yeah.
that." And then she's like, "Yeah, no, I know. I realize that now." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, like that's." And she goes, "He said this." I go, "Mom, you sound like one of your fucking students. You
Oh
can't,
my God.
you can't come out here like and try to say like that's the thing."
Oh wait, what I want to tell you about to go back to the dyslexic story. So my mom said, "You know what you do? You got to stick up for yourself. I want you to go up to her and say, you should really think, speak before you." Well, because my mom's dyslexic too, so she couldn't even get the words out.
Yeah,
to
so she was trying to think of the insult.
You need to say, think before you speak, or speak before you think. I don't know what's the right thing, but you go up to her and say, "You're fucking fat." So I went up to this girl in a sweatshirt. She was the type of girl in college that would always wear like the tie-dye sweatshirt.
But it's
with
a massive sweatshirt too.
a massive sweatshirt. And yeah, she was overweight. And
Man, your mom nailed it on the
she
head.
was like
She didn't even
the
know
type
she
of
was
girl that like had oily hair. Like she wanted to be a writer. I don't think a screenwriter. I think she wants to be like a lit. She was a lit major. And I go up to her, and I'll never forget.
Not as many showers in the week, I'm sure.
Yeah, I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, "Excuse me, I want to talk about what you wrote on my on my paper." And she was like, "Yeah." I go, "Well, I am severely dyslexic, and you should really." And then I was like, "What is it? Speak before you think. Think before you speak." Like I couldn't. I was like, "Think before you
your
speak."
brain was just like,
yeah. I was like,
you're playing Russian roulette. Like, all right, think.
Yeah. I was
Think
like,
or say.
I was like a song. I was like, "Think before you speak," or I said, "Speak before you think." Think before. So I was like, "You should really think before you speak." And then she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea."
Please tell me you had this ready to go, and you're like, "Also, you're fat." And
No,
just
I
walk
never
away.
brought up the weight thing.
Damn it! Oh,
I never brought up the weight because it wasn't about that. And then, but that was really mean what you say. That's like,
I just thought of like, I don't know if this is gonna ever be a good joke for you. Like in this whole thing, it's
Yeah.
obviously hilarious, but I think it'd be really funny. Is like you have the audience on the edge of their feet, being like, "Is she call her fat? Did she call her fat?" And then we hugged.
Yeah.
And I whispered in her ear, "I know somebody at Jenny Craig."
yeah. That's funny. But I actually, so another thing, speaking of like my mom being mean, there was these girls in middle school who were really mean to me. And my mom was like, "You know what we're going to do one day?" She's like, "You know what we're going to do? I'm going to come in and we're going to give them all cupcakes." And I was like,
"Oh my God. Your mom is so like, that's so villainous being like, and we're going to make sure that she gets an extra," being like, we have some extras.
yeah. She was like, "We're going to get them all fat." I was like, "Mom, eating a cupcake, I know in your anorexic mind it works that fast."
Also, we need to mention, this is very important for everyone who thinks that your mom is just like this fat shaming Nazi, that your mom is a famous aerobic instructor.
Right.
From back in the day.
Right. And my mom doesn't fat shame people. It's just
The
people
first thing she
that
thinks-
are mean to their kids. That's the first thing you say. Now, someone might say like, "Oh, well, they're stupid." Like me, but I already feel stupid because I'm dyslexic. So my mom is not going to say like, "Oh, well, they're dumb." Like in her eyes, how to make me feel better is like, "Well, Tori's skinny, so what did they have that she does? Yeah, they're fat,
Bunch
Tori.
of jiggly fat.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of
maybe
fat.
they can read books, but look at those arms when they flip that page. Look at that jiggle." That's what she's thinking
like, look at her. She can fucking fly with her flaps.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a pigeon. She's a fat fucking pigeon, hippie pigeon, bitch.
Exactly. So,
But I feel like now, like, we're getting towards, like, the generation where, like, we'll say to our kids being like, well, they probably don't come from a good home.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something, like, so, like, psychological. We're like, listen, they probably come from a bad home, and they're just projecting their energy at you.
Right.
But I really just want your mom to fly and be like, you know what I think? She's
Yeah, my
fucking
mom-
fat.
yeah,
She's the fattest.
my mom's like talking to my nephew, being like, "Oh, someone didn't let you play in the playground." Well, it's like, look at their little chubby little 3-year-old's body. No, wait, by the way, I'll never forget this. When my sister had her baby,
Yep.
in the room, right after you have like a C-section, there's a room where if you just had a C pre-COVID,
There's a rum?
there's a room.
You said rum?
Is that the New York thing?
No, that was a Boston thing. Are
Really?
you thinking about CC?
No.
What's happening right now?
Room.
right?
He's coming inside of me. Not like not like coming. Like
But
he's
there's
like.
no way not to think of it like that. We're already there.
I wasn't thinking that. But so yeah, in the room, I'll never forget. Like a baby is literally born. It's not our baby or like my family's baby.
Yeah.
And my mom goes, not as cute as Simon. I'm like, first off, Simon's not even born yet. You just see it's a black and white picture. He's being delivered to this poor baby is already being criticized by you. My mom's like, no. I'm just saying it's not a pretty baby.
Do you feel like your mom, like, secretly when she has the kid by herself, like no one's in the room, she like lifts up the kid's leg, she goes and sees like the little chubby roll. She goes, we could do something about this. You know, when you get a couple years older, I got a great class for you.
Right, yeah.
I know a great mommy and me class. We can get those flabs right off.
Yeah, she's like, it's just for me. It's my class.
It's my class.
Private lessons for family members,
and
obviously.
I open every story being like, you know, my Tori, when she was in college, this person said.
Yeah. But other dyslexic stories. I mean,
it's hard to top your mom literally
Yeah.
fat shaming people.
There's a lot. There's a lot of I went to this camp called Friends, but I had no friends.
That's funny.
That wasn't a dyslexic camp. It was a camp in the summer, and then halfway through the day, I would be taken out of the camp to go see this tutor to help me with dyslexia, and I hated it.
Jesus.
It was so painful. And then the worst is that summer they also thought I had a heart murmur. This is the most Jewish summer of my life.
Wait, what?
A heart murmur. Like
what is that?
Like meaning like your heart moves too fast.
So you're having like a baby heart attack?
No, so I had to wear a fanny pack with wires coming up my shirt for like a week straight. And I was like, I don't want to go to camp. I already go to a camp called Friends. I have no friends. And I have like a fanny pack of a heart monitor.
Tori, I'm going to be honest with you. If you didn't find comedy, I think you would have shot up a school for sure.
Exactly.
With all the embarrassing shit you've had to do.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I think the thing is
like I just had a bad relationship with my father.
Yeah.
You had fucking you were iRobot. You were fucking shamed for reading it. So your mom tells you to call people fat. Your mom is
had to
shaming
find comedy.
children.
I had to find comedy.
You had a very fun life.
Sometimes I think, because I'm like, I think most people think when comics, it's more like, I grew up when I was almost homeless, and people look at me, they're like, well, what's so bad about your life? Like, I come from like a privileged Jewish family.
You grew up in New York City.
Yeah, but I think like I definitely had struggles.
All city kids are fucked up.
But I wasn't the fucked up of like cool fucked up. Like I wasn't fucked up.
You weren't like wealthy fucked up where it's like, this Rolls Royce and my parents were fighting in front of me, you know? Like,
No, I'm saying like I feel like most people talk about being fucked up in New York. Like I was doing drugs when I was 15 and putting coke up my vagina to go into One Oak. I was like, well, I had wires coming out of my tits. Like I had all these like health issues. Like I wasn't like.
Hey, I want to put coke up my fucking butthole.
I knew.
Oak. Is that how you get into One Oak?
That's what this.
Putting coke in your butt.
Yeah, I knew a girl who did that.
That's disgusting.
She put coke up, not up her butt. I think up her vagina, like the bag.
Still.
And nowadays, I feel like they let anyone in anywhere with coke.
Yeah, you don't need to put it up your vag. It's not the fucking airport.
I've never taken drugs on the plane.
I mean, like, listen, I've watched enough movies
Oh,
where
okay.
I know that, like, yeah, if you're going to get... Well, honestly, I'm just quoting Get Him to the Greek, where he tells him to put the heroin up his butt
Yeah.
to get through airplane security. He keeps forcing
Oh,
it,
okay. I haven't
and
seen
he
the movie in a
literally
while.
shoves it up his ass. And then when he comes back and he just fucking, rips the package open. So it's like... If you're going to One Oak, like I feel like they're like, do you have coke on you? And you're like, yes, lots of it. They're like,
Yeah.
great, you can skip the line because you're going to help out a lot tonight.
Right.
Like you are, I think you should jump the line if you have drugs.
Exactly. And a fake ID.
But if you're someone who's fucking sneaking coke in your puss, well, I hate to break it to you, you're going to have a very unfortunate accident. I mean, first of all, the fact that didn't explode in her puss and cause a bigger issue.
I didn't know this girl personally. I just knew
was this one of those like you overheard her talking?
No. She was like a friend of a friend. We were all hanging out, and she was like, the other night I put coke up my vagina to get into because I wanted to bring it into One Oak, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like the security's not going to fucking touch your dress and shit. I don't understand. The logic behind that seems
right.
You're yawning like you've been there before.
Sorry, no.
I know like we're talking about cocaine and putting it in your puss, and you're just yawning, and be like, I've been to One Oak.
I have to say though, I've never done coke.
I've never done cocaine either.
I feel like I don't know what it is, but I feel like LA people are obsessed with coke and God. Vapes.
It's everywhere. Well, no, vape is more of like an everywhere place now.
Is it?
Everyone's vaping.
Why is everyone obsessed with vaping? I kind of want to start.
It's the new cigarettes.
Oh.
Like, people smoke cigarettes still, but like think about this. Think about how often you used to see people smoking cigarettes in the city, and now you see vape smoke everywhere you go. People are just chugging on some robot cock and then blowing out like dragon smoke. It's a new thing. Or they got the little pens, and it's a way to sneak in smoking weed now.
I definitely want to. I don't know. I've seen everyone do it. I want to start, but my dad's a dentist, and he would kill me. So I
saw the whole thing you posted about that. It was like, vaping destroys your mouth.
So yeah, I posted on my Instagram. My dad sent me a photo of what happens if you vape too much, and it was a photo of like basically really bad teeth, and I posted on my Instagram.
Vaping hasn't been around long enough, I feel like, to get something like that.
I'm not sure how we got it, but I said, do you think this is a real photo or fake? And 500 people voted fake, and 200 people voted they think it's real. And I told my dad that, and he's like, these people are uneducated. He's like, I'm gonna send you more. I was like, wouldn't that be so funny if I blew up on Instagram?
Your dad is a dentist.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if I blew up on Instagram as like the girl who posted like photos, what happens when you vape? Because no one really talks about that besides dentists, not some like.
Well, no, I know that vaping had other effects, not teeth related, but I heard if you vape a lot, like over time, you can get this thing called popcorn lung, where it's like a new type of cancer from vaping.
Oh shit.
Yes. So. That being said, be careful out there. But yeah, there's more people vaping now than ever.
Yeah, so
it's not just an LA thing. People in LA just think they look fucking cool when they vape.
They kind of do though.
It depends.
They kind of do.
The bigger the vape, the weirder you look.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
You know what the thing is? This is my scale. If you have a giant vape in your hand, like one of those like handguard things, you're definitely someone who's like an adult goth or like a nerd gamer. If you have a tiny penis vape, like the little
like the Juuly one,
the Juuls,
you
have that. You're a hot girl who just eats lettuce. That's it. You're a hot girl who eats a bowl of kale, or you're a fat Twitch streamer. That's the scale. And in between, the gray area is us being like, should we try it? And then it's just, we don't like it. I'm at that
point. I'm like, I want to try it, but I know my dad would kill me.
Oh, it's horrible, Tori. Don't do it.
It looks so fun.
Did you like smoking? Did you ever try smoking cigarettes?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was fine.
What do you mean it's fine? I didn't even know you did that.
Like in college.
I feel like I'm disappointed because I didn't even.
In college, in college I had a few puffs.
Oh, okay.
I
had one puff of a cigarette because there was weed in it. Someone like put like stuffed weed in it. Disgusting. Burned my throat. But I'll smoke a cigar happily.
Interesting.
Which is just as bad. But I don't smoke cigars every day.
Yeah, I don't know. The vaping, I can't. I don't know.
I mean, it is cool when you're hanging and lounging, but when you're just blowing smoke out of your mouth all the time, like you're literally a part-time dragon. I say that again. But you are a part-time dragon when you're vaping.
It honestly makes someone hot, though, I have to say.
Oh, so that's what does it for you?
No,
so
not just.
You're telling me, okay, so
I'm just saying, like, when I see a guy vape, like it definitely like adds a notch to like, whoa, like they're kind of hot.
Let me paint you a scenario, Tori.
Yeah. If I told my dad that, he'd be like, think about their teeth in the future.
Does your mom have good teeth?
Yeah. Your
dad would never go out with somebody with bad teeth. He's a dentist.
Well, I think he put veneers on my mom's teeth.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
How much do those go for?
I don't know. This is a while ago. What are you going to like steal my mom's teeth?
No. I mean, I definitely.
Lauren! I want your teeth.
I'm going to definitely need some veneers at some point, I'm sure.
Wow, you have great teeth.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got told. Oh, I went off about dentists last episode. I'm not even going to get into it. But I think dentists are a bunch of scam artists. Not your father, but definitely the one that I
By the way, my dad has the best Google reviews, and he like gets obsessive with his Google reviews. So he made me read them to him, and I was like crying, laughing because they are really. It's very sweet.
They're overly positive.
But it's really people writing. It's not like his office.
No.
He gets really excited. He's like, Dr. J saved my teeth, like doctor. And my dad gets like, he's like, do you see that? You see that?
Oh, so your dad is really ego tripping over fucking Google reviews.
I mean, they're really good.
Oh, I'm sure. If your dad is a doctor to this day, I would not deny that he's a good doctor.
I am told.
Sorry, dentist. You're not technically a doctor. You're a dentist.
He said he's more of a therapist recently. Because
dentists do get very personal. But think about this: it's a very vulnerable.
But
thing.
People get so nervous.
Sure.
My dad said so he has to like calm them down.
Yeah. Oh, I had so much anxiety. I went to the dentist for the first time in 6 years.
Okay.
Like 3 weeks ago, I was nervous as shit. Mm-hmm. But they were really pushy. That's why I didn't like them. They were like car salesmen. I don't need to go into it again, but you get it. But like dentists have to kind of like calm you down and kind of bring you to life because they're about to shove a bunch of fucking needle bullshit things in your mouth. Yeah,
the best is my dad. Like, it's just funny when he does it because I'm like, "You're hurting me," and he's like, "Ah!" He gets like really mad.
I love
because I like scream at my dad.
Your dad also has the most New Jersey like sounding like doctor name. He's Dr. J. Dr. J did my teeth.
Dr. J Piskin.
Dr. J.
We're gonna promote. Although he told me not to promote him anymore.
Dr. J Piskin, if you're in New Jersey.
No, he's in.
You're in Manhattan.
He's in Floral Park. If anyone needs
a
dentist.
You're in Floral Park, which sounds like it was purposely named for a fucking dentist too.
It does. It sounds like in somewhere that's green. What's that musical? Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, like if Little Shop of Horrors had a
We live on Floral Drive.
Yeah. We live on Floral Drive. A matchbox of our own with amazing Google reviews. We vape on only strawberry and Dr. J cleans our teeth.
You know, I was the dentist in Little Shop.
You were?
I was. Tell Dr. J that.
I will.
Okay, so let me paint you a scenario. Ready? It's dusk. Right?
Okay.
In exterior dusk. There's a nice little like street light, real bright, real prominent. Enters CC. But you don't see him at first. All you just see is a big blow.
Oh, wait, CC, my crush, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Just a burst of vape smoke.
Oh, my God.
And he goes, "Hey, sorry I forgot to respond. But I do have a connection."
Oh, my God. I'm freaking out. I think I'd be so nervous.
I feel like you're getting nervous now. Like, I'm really, like, doing a
like
good
the
POV
improv.
here. This is great. So what would you do?
I would be like, "Hey."
You're like, "Do you like me?
Yeah.
Me like you." You just start speaking in cave talking.
I'm like, "Ooh, yeah."
And then, you know, Tori just starts building a fire. She's like, come, flame, good.
I just like spread my legs. I'm like, "Family."
And you're like, "Family." And then he just starts sprinting because you mentioned a fucking child.
Yeah.
And as a death in anybody's career. That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dr. J. I also love that your dad has the name of like a famous basketball player.
He does?
It's like Dr. J. Irving is like the famous dunk basketball player.
Well, I don't know anything about sports. So.
I don't either, but that was the first thing that came to my head. And that's like one of the only times that sports comes to my head when I'm not thinking it. When you said Little Shop, I got so excited.
Right.
I was like, ooh, musicals. Tori knows what podcast she's on.
I'm trying to think what other...
I'm just trying to see where we're at time.
I think we're at 33.
We're at 30 minutes. We're good. I'm going to leave that in, by the way.
Yeah.
Walking up to the...
Anything... let's see. What else do we... Anything else you wanted to... So dyslexia. Let's see what else.
I mean, I want them to know about you. I mean, this is your opportunity for people to get to know you.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic. Should we talk about my Lyme disease, I guess? I have a parasite. You want me to talk about that? I
thought she just went down the fucking sheet that she's crossing
That's
off.
my IMDb
while she's
credits.
It's like the thing that you're sitting there at the doctor's office being like, "Do you have any of these things?" And Tori's like, check.
Yeah.
You
know when they go
and you
other?
see someone sitting next to her being like, "No." And
You know,
the girl looks at her and she just has 20 tick marks.
you know when they go
No pun
other?
intended.
They go other. I need a second page for the other.
Oh my god.
I'm like, excuse me?
What are your allergies?
I actually don't have any.
That's shocking.
I have like
Because
stuff
you
that
are
no
the
one.
type of Jew that I feel like would have every allergy.
I don't have any allergy.
Yet you are allergic to ticks.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it's funny because I feel like on the
and
outside.
words. You're allergic to words
Yeah, exactly.
and ticks.
I feel on the outside I look like very healthy, fit, but on the inside I feel like it's almost like my insides are like the Jersey Shore. Like it's a club
I don't get that vibe at all.
Like,
oh, you mean like
internally,
your body is fist pumping to the sounds of your body breaking down.
It's just like gross. Like I feel like if I opened up my body like it was a vending machine, it would be like Pasha nightclub. Do you remember that?
I was
club?
gonna say if we open up your body, it would just be like a tanning salon. Being like, am I next?
Yeah, I just
oh my god,
nothing's really
Gloria.
Good. Nothing's like really good. Or I feel like it's like a forest. You know what it is? It's like the Stranger Things. I feel like inside.
Oh, you have a bunch of fucking
like weird shit.
What are they called? Gorgon, whatever.
I don't know.
You know, the big black beast thingy.
Yeah, I just have like weird shit growing inside of me. So anyway, I found I have a parasite. It's pretty gross.
I literally just saw a video.
Are you going to gross out? Because I can tell you about it.
Before you get detail, I literally saw a TikTok where they pulled like a parasite out of this guy's fucking leg. It was disgusting.
Well,
but I think it was part of a TV show, but apparently you could do that. You could pull like a tapeworm out or some shit like that.
Oh, no, I'm a tapeworm.
Well, I mean, if you had a tapeworm, you wouldn't be eating.
Ew. I'm going to vomit.
How did I gross you out? You were about to talk about your parasite, and what I just said was more disgusting. First of all, whatever you're about to say clearly does not come anywhere near how bad what I just said.
I don't think... Do you want to hear about it? It's pretty gross.
I mean, you just got...
Is this what I want to promote?
I mean, you're promoting yourself. You say whatever you want. We talked about your dyslexia. We talked about all your problems. If you want this to be therapy, it can be. It doesn't have to be.
No, I'm just... Maybe there are listeners that have parasites.
I'm just trying to think of like moments that we've had like in stand-up in general. Like we can talk about that.
So I'll never forget you had the show at that bar. I brought my first boyfriend who didn't like me doing comedy.
Yes,
and
yes,
CC was actually on the show. And we both crushed.
Yes, you had great sets.
We both had really good sets.
That was at the church after party. That was the name of the show. And it was at Pioneers Bar.
And then my cousin was there, Corey. He came to see me.
Corey
he brought a date.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
And yeah, it was
Is he
really
married now?
No, he recently broke up with his girlfriend.
Shocker.
They're not together anymore.
Shocker.
And
the guy's
I don't really know like
guy's
the
got a great
gossip.
rotation.
I don't really know the update. But yes, we went. That was fun. And then I guess I would always ask you about like my guy problems, right?
Always.
Really? Well, what else would I say? I'm trying to. Besides, obviously falling in love with CC and
I
him
mean,
not.
That's
and him
more
not.
or less the. I mean that there was the skateboard guy, I think, right?
Oh yeah, the
photographer.
skateboarder.
I remember him.
Did you ever meet him? No, I don't think he came to.
No,
the
I just saw pictures of him. I never saw him.
Yeah.
A lot of the boyfriends I didn't really get to meet. I more
just
or less,
the first one you met.
Yeah, just the first.
Who the one didn't like comedy.
Yes.
Well, he didn't like me performing. He weirdly like. Also, we were so young. We were like 24. He thought like I was at bars like getting hit on by the comics. I was like, if I wanted to cheat on you with a fucking comic, I would have done it already.
I was gonna say it's pretty fucking easy.
I was like, I'm not like I'm in a room with like 30 guys. Like
we're just like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm like if I wanted to do it, like I'm coming home to you. And if I was cheating on you, I wouldn't be coming home to you because I'd be tired from the 40 guys. I was just
that's true.
Fucking,
You'd be like, I just need to unplug real quick. There's still a guy in me.
Right, exactly.
Hey, babe. But that's not what happens, by the way, in comedy. Anyone who's watching this being like, is comedy a gangbang? Depends on the girl. No,
right.
No, it's not. It's
I guess, we could talk like, so yeah, I started creating these like we could talk about my Gen Z videos.
Well, I mean, I feel like you had like a pretty, you know what I wanted to talk to you about now that I'm really thinking about it? I wanted to talk about all those cringe sketches that you used to make. And I'm going to tell you this now because your content's great.
Okay. Which one?
You know, the ones that you used to do with all the influencers.
Oh, like the ghetto ones? Can I say that?
I mean, I guess that's not the technically PC word to use, but I know what you're referencing.
Like the
over the top, like, oh my, it's like borderline a porno, but it's not. Like, it's like every sketch felt like it was the beginning of a porno before the sex.
I think, I was just trying it out.
No, well, first of all, it worked because you definitely got the numbers with that.
Right. I don't even think I got like that. The thing is, it's funny though about doing videos with like people that have big followings. It's like you think you're gonna get like thousands of followers.
You don't.
You really don't.
Well, you know what it is? There's a few where you could get that kind of impact.
Probably.
There's a very small percentage of that, but most of the time you'll get like I remember I did a video with a pretty big influencer that did really well on his page. I got 40 people to follow me at the time. And they all immediately unfollow you because they realize that you're not going to be in another video after that.
Right.
Like once you did that, it's hard to maintain them. It's not like doing like another comedian's podcast that has a following and their fans like whoever come on their podcast and then they want to follow you.
Yeah, I think it's different.
It's actually more effective now to get followers that way if you can get on a bigger podcast.
Right. I think that does.
Here you'll probably get like 1 or 2 people to find you.
I'm fine.
Hey, everybody
I'm
counts.
having fun.
Everyone will come follow.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, I was doing those videos.
Those were so. Can you tell me like what was?
I honestly like don't know what
you
video
don't need to
you're
give names,
talking
but
about.
what was the? I mean, yes, you do. Like I mean, like when you just worked with the influencers stuff, because that's what we have in common too, is also because we did work with influencers.
You and me worked with influencers?
Well, I mean, not at the same time. I'm saying like you worked with, like in videos and stuff.
Oh.
What was the cringiest thing you've ever had to record?
I think one time with my friend we recorded something about like 2 girls in 1 cup.
Oh God.
But I don't think we released it. But actually it was my idea.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
That was the cringiest idea you could think of?
I think so.
I mean, that's
I didn't shoot with these people
well,
like
what was it though? What did you use instead of obviously? Because
I think we shot like
for Gen Z. If you don't know what 2 girls 1 cup is, it's 2 girls having lesbian sex covered in their own shit.
Oh, they're lesbians?
Well, I mean, there's only 2 girls in the whole video.
Oh, right. Well,
2 girls
and a cup,
1
right?
cup
right.
of their own.
I have a
shit.
fucked up story about that video.
I mean, everyone's got a story about that.
Well, in high school, I like really wanted to hook up with this guy or make out with him, and I didn't know how to get him alone in a room. I was like 16.
Stop.
And
I don't
so,
like where this is going.
And earlier that day, my friend had shown me 2 girls in 1 cup, and I thought, so I went up to this guy and I was like, "Hey, have you seen 2 girls in 1 cup?"
Like, can I be the guy?
Sure.
Or come up to me.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Tori, what's up?
Have you seen 2 girls in 1 cup yet?
No, I was too busy lifting weights. What's up?
Well, actually, he said that's gross.
Oh, that's gross. Is that like a workout video?
No, but like, I know it's so gross.
Oh, is it like porn? I've never watched porn before. I'm not like that kind of guy.
Yeah. Do you want to like watch it with me?
I mean, if you want to watch it and you want me there, I'll totally watch it.
Okay.
If you want me to. I don't watch porn though. I'm not that guy.
All right.
Like, all these guys watch porn, but I don't watch porn.
All right. So we go in the room, flash forward, and now I'm sitting on your lap and I'm playing the video. And as
Tori, if you feel anything behind you, I'm just, my pants are weird.
he honestly didn't get a boner.
Okay,
and
well,
somehow
first of all, that's alarming because I feel like any girl who sat on my lap around that age, boner city.
Or maybe he did. I don't remember. But
Come on, you got to remember.
I don't remember because I just remember vividly seeing the shit come out of this girl's ass. And as the shit came out of this girl's ass, I leaned in and we started kissing.
Ew,
and
dude!
He
I thought he was going to run.
He pulled back and he said, "Ew." He looked at the video and he goes, "This is gross." And I went, "Yeah." And then I leaned in again and we started making.
Sorry, Tori, this is really gross. I told you I don't watch porn, but this I really don't watch.
So yeah, we started making out, and then I was like obsessed with him afterwards. I thought I was gonna marry him, and then he like didn't come to school for 2 weeks because he was sick. But I think he was like sick from what I did to him. And then he never spoke to me again. And I had a small school. It was like 30 kids in a grade. And I told my friends, I was obsessed. They took me to see the movie He's Just Not That Into You. It wasn't until
so
like.
they just went down the line of like.
They didn't know what I did. They just thought like he
That's
didn't.
Tori, that's fucking sick and so funny.
So then I told them, then I told them what had happened. Right. I was like, oh, it was so weird. Like I showed him, that famous like video at that time. They're like, what video? I was like, oh, 2 girls in 1 cup. They're like, no wonder why he didn't text you back. Like that's fucking disgusting. And I was like, no, it's because his flip phone doesn't work.
Because his flip phone doesn't work.
So yeah, that's pretty the most disgusting.
I think that's an amazing story to wrap on.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can top that.
I don't think we can.
Can you send some plugs their way as well if they want to follow you?
Oh yeah. So if you want to follow me,
if she's not already on your For You page, which it's very possible that she is.
Yes. I'm on there. You can follow me at Tori Piskin, and then
it will be written down here.
Yes, and then I have a podcast with my mom.
It's hilarious. As if you didn't like her impressions enough of her mom, there's an entire podcast where she gets to say these insane things to people.
Right. I mean, she's not mean. It's funny. My mom's not mean to the guests. She's overly complimentary. But to me,
to the point where she like thinks that she's like old school show business. She's like, you're great, you're beautiful, you're awesome.
Yeah, I always say, I'm like, my mom loves everyone on the podcast, including the microphone, besides me. She's like, you're amazing. Look at the way you record. You know what I mean? But to me, she's like, what are you, a piece of shit? You know? Like.
So it's got it from my mama.
Right.
Is the podcast?
Yeah, and you can find the link on my Instagram.
Beautiful. Tori, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
This is so fun. Like we came up.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I usually do a segment called Unsolicited Advice. I didn't have any questions today. If you guys have any questions, send it to bradstollcomedy@gmail.com or send me a DM on Instagram, all that stuff. Guys, thanks for watching. And as always, this is what I do at the end. We do me the fart noise. And as always, you want to do a fart noise with me?
I don't know how to do one.
Okay.
Tell me one.
And as always, bye.